everybody, ToneLock3902 here again with T-Dub!
Hello, do I sound clearer now?
Close enough. and,
Yeah, Tony lowered the video game volume by a bit so that way you can hear my voice better.
yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of that in the first place. I took us like a game and a half to figure out I can
Right.
control the volume in game. So, here we go.
Yep, there we go. We're going to go and do Miranda's mission next.
Yeah. So, for anybody that's curious, we're going to be doing um, uh, Jax and Tali's. We're going to save those two for the last two because we're going by what we think is the most interesting. Let's buy some more probes because I built up a lot of I mined a bunch of resources outside of the main like off camera. I mined a bunch of resources off camera. So
Probes.
I did actually went to the Milky Way galaxy and I did probe Uranus. And I don't know if have you heard about what Edie says when you do that?
Really, Shepard?
Okay, now probing Uranus.
Although the actual pronunciation is Uranus.
Yeah, well, still doesn't sound that good. Okay,
Alright, so the only person you need to bring along is Miranda to activate the mission.
okay, and I'll bring. Let's see. This looks like it'd be a interesting. Like I think this calls for a sniper. I think so. We'll bring Garrus. This is one of the few missions where I don't bring Tali.
Oh, I forgot you did default face. Oh, now I remember.
Well, on the third one, I can change the face. So, or can I can actually do that here, can't I? Like go to plastic surgery.
No. The only Mass Effect game where you can edit the appearance of your character after already completing it is Andromeda.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I can probably just pick another one from. I can probably redesign it for 3 and do it that way. So. Okay, she is a master of heavy warp and heavy overload. Awesome. Okay. Wait, did I get?
And now we head for the bar.
Okay.
You remember where the bar is, right?
Haven't a clue. Let me walk around.
All right.
Let me walk around and see if I can find it first before.
I really just want you to get there as fast as possible to save time.
Okay, that's also a thing. Too.
All you have to do is just keep going straight. That's
Ooh.
all you need to do.
Vista, talk to Miranda. Yes, they could. That's whatever you were talking about for you.
Just hug the left wall and you'll just find your way there.
Okay. Excuse me, can I help you? Bar!
The one thing I'm not the biggest fan of with this game is that the ambient dialogue is very repetitive.
Yeah.
Like, I know why they included it, but it would have been nice had they included more variations
Mm-hmm.
instead of just starting up the same one every time you pass by. Like, every time I go to Omega, I always hear, "Repent! The end is nigh."
Yeah.
To the left.
Let's talk to the insight rep. Okay, that was totally worth my time. Yep. Your face is a complication? I don't know. With benefits.
You judgy Jefferson.
I'm not judging.
I can feel your judgment.
Whatever she chooses to do, what a woman chooses to do with her own body is her business.
Uh-huh, I'm sure you truly believe that. Y'all know that deep down inside you're just a tiki torch wielder.
Oh, shut up! God. Sounds like a plan. I think the saddest one of this is, I think, Thane.
Garrus is pretty sad.
Yeah. I don't remember Garrus's loyalty mission. Although I don't see why I really need to do a loyalty mission for Garrus, and as how I've already did a mission with Garrus in the first
That
one.
is interesting, although I guess the excuse you could make is the fact that he's changed so much in between games that this is now just solidifying loyalty, I guess.
True.
I guess you're already happy with your weapon setup. Always like the look of the tech armor right there.
Mm-hmm. Pew 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 pew. Yeah, after they crash, yeah, hold fire.
Well, it's a good thing we're wearing full power armor, or else we could have died there.
Yep. Ooh.
Oh, I really like the Renegade trigger here. Do it. Yeah!
I was curious. Oh!
I just love the look on the Solarian's face at the end, like, well, that fucking happened. It's easily one of the better Renegade interrupts in the entire
Yeah.
game, in my opinion.
I was curious. I was just like, I don't see why that's a renegade thing. I mean, that should be like a. I mean, it's not exactly a.
It's definitely not Paragon.
Yeah, but I mean, there should be like a neutral thing because they're mercenaries. Fuck them.
Well, Renegade is really evil, it's just ruthless.
Yeah, I mean, they're renegades. Who cares if they live or who cares if they live or die?
That really is like the divine point between Paragon and Renegade. It's not good or evil, it's just it's like, how do I describe this? One side, the best way to do it is it's fucking alright. RoboCop versus Judge Dredd.
I am the law.
That's like the best way to describe it. Like,
Yeah,
RoboCop just does everything by the book always. Judge Dredd,
takes the law into his own hands.
yeah, like he technically follows the law, but to the extreme.
So RoboCop is like a lawful good, whereas Judge Dredd is a chaotic good.
Yeah, essentially. That's
Okay.
essentially the big difference is.
And I just realized how nerdy I sounded just saying that.
I kind of think that's why a lot of people, one of the other reasons people didn't like Mass Effect 3 is the fact that Renegade went from chaotic good to, at times, chaotic evil.
Who did? Who who are you talking about?
Just general public.
Oh,
Like, one of the other reasons Mass Effect 3 got flack. That doesn't get talked about enough.
yeah. See, now if they had a system like that, like the good, neutral, and chaotic, that would have been more in depth, I think.
I would like to see more games have that.
Instead of just like, because the world, this has been my one complaint about the Mass Effect series, is that the world, okay, the Paragon Paladin system is not, Paragon or Renegade system is such a black and white way of looking at things, and the world is not in black and white.
I will say it's better than most other systems where you, especially Infamous. I like Infamous Second Son, but it still uses a system that I've seen in a lot of other games where
Yeah.
you only have the 1 meter to fill up, and either goes fully one way or fully the other way. Whereas this one, you can fill both meters up simultaneously.
Ooh, interesting. I've never done that. Now that sounds interesting.
Yeah, like in Infamous Second Son, you only have the 1 meter, and either goes all good or all evil. And if you don't fully commit to one, then you're just gonna have a half-assed stats. Whereas in games like the Mass Effect trilogy, you can actually fully fill up one bar, and I think fill up possibly half of the other, if you're good enough with your choices. I usually get fully Paragon and then about a quarter Renegade.
Mm-hmm.
It also helps if you do a New Game Plus with Mass Effect 1 save. But then again, I don't know why you would play Mass Effect 2 without playing Mass Effect 1. That is, unless you were playing this game back in ye olde day on PS3, in which case you did not have access to Mass Effect 1 until 2012.
Yeah, that was a weird thing.
Well, that's because Mass Effect 1 for years was owned exclusively by Microsoft.
Yeah.
And EA didn't get the rights to publish it until 2012 when they put out the trilogy.
Yeah, I just never. That's the same thing with like Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out on Xbox One, but by the way, we're aging this by mentioning this, but it's not coming out. But Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 are not coming out on other consoles.
Oh, you're talking about the HD remixes that are put on PS4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of odd because
I mean-
you know if you're going to play Kingdom Hearts 3, like you are going to need to play like
At
1, 2.
at the least 1 and 2.
Yeah, then at least see the cutscenes for the other games.
Yeah, I don't see why they can't do like what they did for the PS4 edition, is just do remakes of them. And say I think that I want to think that they will be doing that. They just haven't announced it yet.
That would be nice. Although the thing is, right now, all of BioWare is working on Anthem. Like all the important people, they're all working on Anthem.
I have no desire to. I don't even know what Anthem is. Totally.
It's a third-person. It is a third-person shooter where you get to wear different types of power suits and explore this sort of odd world. And it has, at least from the way the devs are describing it, does have some interesting lore. I am cautiously optimistic because Casey Hudson is directing it.
Remind me who Casey Hudson is?
He is the director of the original trilogy of Mass Effect.
Okay, why don't they just make another Mass? Because that's what you're describing there.
No, it
basically-
does look way different because the armor design is far different from what you'd see in Mass
I
Effect,
know.
and
I just don't see why they just don't make that into another Mass Effect.
because this game has been in development for like the past like 3 or 4 years. So it's being made around the same time as Andromeda.
Yeah.
But now that Andromeda's all like finished, they put all resources into Anthem. And I'm hoping it'll end up being a good release.
God damn you.
One game that I am very interested to play that I've been seeing getting some relatively decent reviews is Vampire.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of good stuff about. One that I'm really looking forward to checking out is A Way Out.
Is that one co-op game?
Yeah,
I have no interest in that.
I do because I think the way that they do the co-op is really I think ingenious.
I'm just not really one for co-op only games, personally. But the most interesting thing about Vampire to me is the fact that the developers went from Life is Strange to that.
Wow. Oh, okay.
And wow, you filled that in record time.
Shit. Why can't I go back and do it again? God damn it! Fuck it. I
Because
don't
most
care.
of the time you can't.
It said I had three more attempts.
Strange. Almost as strange, like I said. Like, how do you go from developing a teen drama adventure game to now we're set in the plague era of London and you're a vampire?
Oh, I loved I loved Life is Strange.
Yeah, it's easily one of my favorite games the past few years.
So let me ask you, in your game, did you try to ship Chloe and Max?
Well, yeah.
They would be so cute lesbians together. It's adorable.
Agreed.
See, we here at Tone Lock 3902 embrace everybody of all sexual orientations.
Except those that are attracted to giraffes. What's wrong with you?
Well, yeah, obviously. All consensual relationships, yes. Come on. Come on. There we go.
Oh, shielded enemies, will you ever not be a nuisance?
Evidently not.
Ah, that rocket to the face only barely grazed you.
Yes.
By the way, since you got the version with like all the DLC, did you also get the collector armor?
I don't think so. I don't know, actually.
Yeah, like there's a lot of armor that was only used in like the codes of like Soda Pop.
Yeah. Oh,
Then
don't
after
even
that,
get me started on that shit. That shit pissed me off.
Do you know what the worst part about that is?
What's that?
A lot of those armors later on became available exclusively on the PSN store.
Jesus, that's fucked up.
Yeah, as someone who owns these games on 360, that pissed me off really. I was like, I want this cool armor, but I can no has. There's a silver lining though. They ended up putting all those armor sets into Mass Effect 3 in game.
Oh, cool.
Although they did alter the color a bit. And for some of them, it looks better, but for others, I prefer how they looked in Mass Effect 2 and would have liked to have, like, used them there. Oh yeah, use Overload on the shields. You're really getting a mileage out of the Casa Locust SMG.
I love this. I love this thing.
It's because of how stable it is when firing.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot you got a sniper upgrade.
I love this sniper rifle too. It's probably one of my favorite ones.
Is that the machine gun one?
No, it's a one shot. It's a bolt action one, I guess would be the easiest. Wait, is it? Let me see. Oh, it is. Okay.
So it's the one that does sort of a semi-automatic firing, like. Brr,
Yeah.
brr.
Yeah.
Ha! Commentary on the first game. Get it? Because the first game had a lot of elevators.
Yeah.
Don't you miss those elevators?
Not really. No.
Are you sure you don't miss those elevators? Because I do. They're very underrated. Also, actually, because I'm a big fucking nerd, I read a whole bunch of interviews
Yeah.
about like Mass Effect 3,
Mhm.
and one of the developers said that they wanted to put like a fully functioning elevator in the Normandy or Mass Effect 3, but they ran out of time and couldn't put it in.
Oh.
So instead, like when the Citadel DLC came out, they put it into there for one of the missions that takes place on the Normandy.
Hello.
Fancy seeing you here with the enemy, Nakat.
See ya. Oh, bitch.
Yeah, she is not a nice person. Just in case, the armor didn't give it away.
Yeah.
And her mannerisms. So yeah, this is where we learn that Miranda essentially kidnapped a baby from her father and gave her away to a different family.
Well, I can understand because she didn't want her to go through the same thing that she did.
Very true, but there is a bit of a moral gray area there.
We
So yeah,
tried.
no matter what.
We
So
tried.
no matter
Damn.
no matter what, Niket dies. Nothing you can do to save him.
No, I wasn't really worried about saving him. I was just trying to get this shit resolved peacefully.
Well, you knew that wasn't happening because we got to have a climactic boss battle at the end of this level.
Yeah.
Because video games. Ooh, nice headshot.
Thank you.
It's a shame that the game. I have to ask, can you no scope with a gun, or do you have to use the scope?
I can no scope with it. No, I can't. Oh,
again?
and
Like a-
Garrus is dead. Because as soon as I even try to shoot, it goes into scope mode.
even if you just push the hold on, get out of cover and try using it.
All right. Oh. Yeah, but it's
You
not nearly as
gotta-
it's not nearly as accurate.
No scope. He didn't scope with his gun. He's dead. He shot him in the head. Gotta know. No scope. And I'm like probably one of the only people nowadays that remembers that song. For those not in the know, it's from an old Halo 3 machinima.
Oh.
Good times. I miss those times. And
Oh,
I personally,
there
and every now and again, I get the itch to want to make machinimas again, but then I'm like, would anyone actually watch them?
I think Machinima was one of those things that it had its moment in the spotlight, but now I just like unless you're like established. Machinima's like YouTube nowadays. Unless you're established in it, good luck getting noticed.
Hey, every year there's a new generation coming through.
I know, and people are constantly saying that there's too many people getting on. There's too many YouTubers. They're saying that every year now.
I still remember when I first made my YouTube channel back in 2007, it was not nearly as crowded as it is now, I can say that much.
Yeah. Hmm.
That's a lonely life.
Yay. Alright, so I think the moral that we can learn from Miranda's thing is that just because you lead a privileged life doesn't mean that you're not going to have issues.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Although it is harder to sympathize with rich people at this moment.
Yeah. I mean, in the cultural climate, absolutely.
Quit being a big baby and talk to your baby sister. Oh, hey, Garrus, I completely forgot you were here.
Garrus, you were here. I was wondering about that.
You were suspiciously silent.
I don't know. It's almost as if you were replaceable with any other character.
Also, it would have been nice if we could have at least heard some of that conversation.
I know. It would have been awesome. Oh. All right, and with that, everybody, that
No.
is. Huh?
Is there? I'm not sure. Is there a post?
I don't know. That's a good idea. Let's find out.
Because one of these loyalty missions have post mission dialogue.
Yeah. Sometimes.
So just to see if that happens.
Yeah.
And then after we figure that out, then we'll end the part.
Okay. Yeah.
once again, very nice dynamic loading screens.
Yeah.
And no dialogue.
All right, so guys, that's going to do it for this time. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what we do, pick up a controller, and we will see you on the next level. Bye.